There were roads I cursed and cried, dead ends where I barely survived, loves I held too long, too tight, and nights I lost the will to fight. There were doors I should have closed, but I stood there still like I was supposed. And even when I walked away, the echoes asked me why I stayed. But looking back from where I stand, I wouldn't change a single strand. Every scar, each twist and bend led me right to where I am. All the roads I took, the wrong turns and the long looks, the stumbles, breaks, the bitter song, the years I felt I don't belong, all the nights I thought I broke were just lines I had to soak. And though I wouldn't write that book, I needed all the roads I took. There were people I outgrew, and some who simply outgrew me too. There were hearts I begged to stay, not knowing some were meant to stray. But not all loss is meant to grieve. Some love teaches us to leave, and even silence held a sound that shaped the way I love right now. So I don't hate the way I bled, those pages inked what I have said. And though I walk through fire and doubt, I'm still standing somehow. All the roads I took, the detours that were overlooked, the days I thought I ran in vain, the years I sang through quiet pain, each goodbye that wore me thin built the strength I carry in. And though it shook, it never shook the soul behind the roads I took. If I met the old me now, I'd tell him, keep going, you'll be proud of how you hurt. All the roads I took weren't perfect, clean, or by the book, but they were mine, each heavy step, each moment I thought I'd forget. I carry them not as regret, but stories I'm not done with yet. And if this life is just a hug, then let it be. All the roads I took, and I'll keep walking, even if the song is done. You say my name like it's home, and I try to let that echo grow. You hold me like I'm all you see, but there's a shadow inside me. We laugh, we cook, we play pretend, but some stories don't rewrite the end. And though I reach and though I stay, some part of me still drifts away. You didn't break me, didn't lie. You're the calm, not the goodbye. But sometimes love can't fully start when half of you's in someone's heart. You were almost everything I needed. You were kind, and you believed in all the pieces I forgot. But you're not the name I whisper when I sleep, the song my silence tries to keep. And maybe that's the deepest cut. You were almost, but not. You never asked about the rain, but I still see it in the train. The way she turned, the look she gave, still echoes down the love I crave. And I don't want to dim your light, but I can't fake this every night. You're not a filler, not some flaw. You're just not the ghost I saw. You deserve a love that's whole, not one still digging out a soul. But I can't lie, I've tried, I've prayed, yet memories don't just fade. You were almost everything I dreamed of, but I still ache for someone I let go of. Not fair, I know, not right to say, but love don't work that way. You're perfect here and warm and true, but my heart, it still beats in two. And maybe someday I'll unlock, but for now, you're almost, and I'm not. I thought I'd healed, but I just paused. You were almost, not a rebound, not a game, but I can't love you in her name. You deserve a better plot, one that doesn't end in not. So I'll let go, not out of spite, because you deserve full light. And maybe this is all I've got, just almost. A night, and I hope you find someone who flinches for you. Drove past the corner where we used to meet. Same old diner, same old beat, but the table for two is faded to one, and your laugh's just a ghost in the neon sun. I swear I saw your silhouette in the window in a cigarette, but smoke and memory play the same game, leaving fingers warm but hearts untamed. Echoes of the rain still tapping on my soul. It's the sound of losing control. Every drop says your name in echoes of the rain. I remember how we swayed when forever didn't feel far away. But time, it don't explain these echoes of the rain. I kept your coat with the rip on the sleeve, still smells like October leaves. I tried moving on with a safer smile, but no one dances quite your style. The radio plays our song again, like some cruel perfect accident. And just like that, I'm 17, watching you slip through the in-between. Echoes of the rain still haunt me like a tune under silver midnight moon, where I begged you to remain in echoes of the rain. I still feel your fingertips like thunder trapped on trembling lips, and love we couldn't contain now lives in echoes of the rain. Was it fate or just a wrong turn? We held the fire but forgot to burn. I still wait at the edge of dreams for one more night in that same old scene. Echoes of the rain still call me to the floor, but the music don't play no more, just silence soaked in pain. Echoes of the rain still spinning in my mind, in the cracks we left behind. You're the song I can't explain. You, the echo in the rain. And if you're out there dancing too, then maybe rain remembers you. Turned off the porch light tonight. No one's coming and that's alright. I made one cup, took one seat, and let the silence sit with me. I've run in circles, filled each space with borrowed hearts, a second face, but every echo led me here where nothing speaks and yet it's clear. Maybe love was too loud too soon, or maybe grief just changed the tune. But this time I won't chase the phone, I'll just breathe on my own. Empty is not alone. It's a room I've made my own. It's not a sentence, not a loss. It's not a price or heavy cost. It's choosing not to chase the flame when I don't even know my name. I'm not broken, I'm just grown and empty. Is not alone. I packed the letters, closed the drawers, left the past without the wars. No parades, no last goodbyes, just soft steps under quiet skies. I'm not waiting for someone's knock, not a chapter, not a plot. Just this moment, just this space, and the mirror shows my face. I loved, I tried, I lost, I learned, and in the fire I still burn. But now I'm water, calm and slow, still unsure but letting go. It's not despair, it's not defeat. It's where my heart and stillness meet. No rebound arms, no borrowed bed, just my own breath inside my head. It's not is not alone. I used to think love made me whole, but maybe wholeness makes space for love. Empty is not alone. It's peace without a throne. It's walking slow without a map. It's every breath I never had. And when the time feels right again, I'll know I'm full, not just pretend. But for now I'll stand full grown with nothing and everything alone. You look lost in your own skin, carrying hearts you couldn't win. Every mirror felt too loud, so you learned to hide in crowds. You gave love like it was air, even when no one was there. And every sorry that you spoke was just a shield before you broke. But damn, you kept on waking up, even when enough felt rough. And though you bent until you bled, you still rose when hope had fled. So this one's for who I was, for the version I once judged, for the eyes that begged to sleep, for the hands that couldn't keep, for the boy who stayed too long in places where he didn't belong. You weren't perfect, but you tried, and that's the reason I'm alive. You kept old texts like lifeboats tied, held maybe like it justified. You sang in rooms that swallowed sound, and called it love when you weren't found. But you still wrote and you still prayed. You still danced when songs betrayed. And now I stand here in the sun because of all that you'd begun. So if you're somewhere in my bones, just know you never walked alone. I may have left your broken frame, but I still carry all your flame. So this one's for who I was, the boy who brave without applause, who kept his heart though it cracked and never once asked for it back. You weren't wrong, just far too kind. You lost yourself and still you climbed. You weren't healed, but you were tough, and somehow you were enough. I used to hate you, now I hold you tightly. This one's for who I was, for the softness, not the scars, for the questions never said, for the battles fought in bed. You weren't weak for loving hard, you weren't wrong for every scar, you weren't broken just because you were young, and you were loved. Thank you. I'm here because you were there. You sat down across from me, same cafe, same table 3. I laughed a little nervous nervously. You smile like you already knew me. Your hands brushed mine, I didn't pull. No alarm, no push to full. Just silence, soft and sugar spilled. A moment calm, a moment real. And I realized in that space I wasn't looking for your face. I wasn't lost or trying to fill a place I left out in the chill. I didn't flinch when you said your name. Didn't ache, didn't feel the same. Ghosted and crawl up through my skin. I just breathed and let you in. I didn't flinch when you touched my hand. Didn't hear the rain, didn't second scan. I didn't feel like I betrayed the love I lost along the way. You told me about your dog and dreams, your favorite song, your mind in streams. And somehow in your quiet laugh I didn't feel the need to look back. You didn't ask about my scars, but somehow you still saw that far. And I didn't brace. You don't have to smile tonight, I won't ask you to be alright. You can fall apart, I'll stay, I've been there. I lost my way. You don't have to find the words, I've spoken silence, I've sung hurt. I know the sound a heartbreak makes and how long quiet truly takes. So breathe the way you need to breathe. No timeline's here, just room to grieve. And when the weight is all you feel, I'll be the proof that pain can heal. I'll be what I needed when I was where you are. Not a savior, not a star, but a hand that held the dark. I'll be what I needed, not someone to fix your past, but someone who'll simply last. Not a rushing love or speeding scars, just sitting close right where you are. I won't promise you the sun, but I'll be here when day is done. And if you cry without a sound, I'll still hear it. I've been found. You don't owe me pretty lines, don't need to say you're doing fine. You're not too much, you're not too late, you're just a heart that's learning grace. And if you feel like you might break, I'll remind you what you can take. Not all love comes in with flame, some of it just knows your name. I'll be what I needed when I was drowning too, when I had no one to talk it through, when all I wanted was me too. I'll be what I needed, not perfect, not divine, but someone who won't define you by your storm or your mistake, but by the light you'll one day wake. You're not hard to love, you're just tired of being strong. I'll be what I needed back when I was left behind, back when silence felt unkind, back when hugs were hard to find. I'll be what I needed, not the ending, not the cure, just a soul who can endure and hold your hand, not pull or let, just be. What do you need? And one day you'll be it too. It's been a while, I changed my hair, learned to sleep without you there. I found a new cafe downtown, they don't play your song, and that helps somehow. I smile more, I talk less, don't flinch when someone says your address. I've stopped looking at my phone, but God, some nights still feel alone. This ain't a plea, not a call. I'm not hoping you miss me at all, but if by chance this finds your ear, there's just one thing I need you to hear. you ever hear this, know I meant it when I loved. No, you weren't just almost enough. You were the sky in every frame, the reason silence had a name. If you ever hear this, I forgave you long ago, not in words and letting go. And I don't wish you pain or tears, just peace. If you ever hear this, I met someone I learned to breathe, not to replace, just to believe that I could open up again, even with old ghosts in the rain. But still I kept your laugh inside, the way you dance, the way you'd hide. You live in places I don't speak, but some forevers aren't that weak. I don't dream you like before, but I still check the autumn floor for echoes of a younger us. I guess I'm soft, not dangerous. If you ever hear this, know I'm better but not healed, just more honest with what's real. You weren't perfect, neither was I, but we burned like truth in every lie. If you ever hear this, I don't need a message back. I don't want us to retract, but I hope you smiled through the years and found peace. If you ever hear this, some loves don't fade, they just find quieter places to stay. If you ever hear this, play it once, then let it go, like the leaves we used to know. I'm not holding, not held down, I'm just saying it out loud. If you ever hear this, then we've both survived the song, and that alone means we were strong. So take it all and disappear, but smile. If you ever hear this, I loved you. That's all. Wrote your name on paper hearts, tucked them deep in dresser parts. Things I meant to say out loud, but silence felt more safe somehow. I watched the rain fall once again through cafe glass at 9 and 10. No one waiting by the door, and I don't anymore. But there were words I never framed, moments only silence claimed. I guess we both were scared to bend, so here's the letter I won't send. Letters I never sent, folded in moonlight and regret. asked if I was ever true. I said nothing, but I always knew the truth was hiding in the ache, in the quiet after breaks. I don't wear your coat these days, but I still hum your old cliches. Not to mourn, just to recall that some good things don't outlast fall. So I won't chase what couldn't stay, but I still write you anyway. And when it rains, I just pretend you're reading letters I won't send. Letters I never sent, full of things I can't undo. Little poems still meant for you. They sit like dust upon the shelf, stories I kept to myself. And maybe they were meant to be letters I never sent. I hope you found your peace by now, in someone's arms in calmer towns. And if I'm just a distant name, at least you danced with me in rain. Letters I never sent, they don't ache the way they used to do. They just sit there quiet, true. Not a cry and not lament, just soft, unfinished letters I never sent. And in some way, they reached you anyway. I knew your name before you spoke, like a melody beneath the smoke. Your laugh was soft but pulled me near, and every wall just disappeared. We walked slow, no plans or map. Every silence felt like a nap. Not the kind that hides from pain, but the kind that lets love breathe again. You never asked who came before, you just opened up the door, and I stepped in with open shoes. No ghosts, no tests, no need to lose. You love me like it's new, not like I'm patched or just pulled through. Like I've never known the rain, like I've never felt the pain. You see me like I'm whole, not a puzzle with a missing soul. And I don't know what you do, but you love me like it's new. You just hold me through the ride. And in the stillness of your hands, I learned to build, not just withstand. You don't chase, you don't confess, you don't fill the air with gas. You just show up day by day, and somehow that's swept out away. You don't fight the way I heal, you just listen, let me feel. And now my heart beats not in fear, but like it knows that you are near. You love me like it's new, like the past was just the view, like I'm not some shattered line, but a poem in real time. You hold me like I'm light, not something cracked you need to fight. And I didn't think it's true, but I believe now love can be new. I forgot love could arrive, not just haunt you when it dies. You love me like it's new, and I'm not scared to fall into this feeling without plan, this hand inside your hand. You love me not to mend, but just because you can again, and I do too. Yeah, I love you like it's new, like the first time, but finally true. Love doesn't knock the way I thought, not fireworks or tangled knots. It came in slow like morning light, not asking loud, just feeling right. It didn't chase, it didn't plead, it didn't fill a broken need. It showed up when I stopped the war, when I wasn't searching anymore. It didn't come to make me whole, it met me with a quiet soul. And in that stillness I could see love finds you when you let it be. Love when it's ready doesn't rush or prove, it fits like something you don't lose. It's not the high, it's not the test, it's breath that lives inside your chest. Love when it's steady doesn't burn to stay, it shows up in the Monday it's ready. It doesn't fix the years before, but it holds them without keeping score. It doesn't ask for masks or show, it just wants you as you grow. It's not a rescue, not a game. It doesn't need to take the blame. It just exists beside your pace and builds a home, not just a chase. It's not the spark that blinds your eyes, it's the one that warms through winter skies. And once you've known that kind of flame, you'll never love the same. Love when it's ready doesn't beg to stay. It simply never walks away. It doesn't try to fill the space. It gives you yours and still feels safe. Love when it's steady doesn't make you bend. It becomes your truest friend. And when you stop pretending need, you finally love. When you're free, it took me losing love to know how to give it. Love when it's ready doesn't ask for proof. It shows up soft and stays in truth. Not perfect, no, but deeply kind, and leaves no parts of you behind. Love when you're ready doesn't feel like fate. It's not a race, it's not too late. And now I hold it clear and steady, because I am finally ready. And love just stays. I saw your name in the fogged up glass, same cafe where we used to laugh. You're not there, but it felt so loud, like echoes dancing through a crowd. I thought I moved on with grace. New city, new face, cleaner space. But rain has a way of telling the truth, and tonight it sounds like you. I kept it quiet, I played it cool, pretending I was nobody's fool. But even now, in separate scenes, you're still the song beneath my dreams. Somewhere it's still raining, and you're dancing in the storm, while I sit here barely warm, pretending I'm not waiting. Somewhere time's still bending to the rhythm we once knew. And in that world I loved you without breaking, without ending. in past intent. They didn't say what we became, but somehow I read my name. I've had lovers, I've had spring, but no one made the thunder sing like we did on those blurry nights when we blurred the wrongs and rights. You were fire, you were rain, and I was caught between the pain. But oh, what a beautiful cage. We wrote our story page by page. Somewhere it's still raining, and you're spinning me around like the sky forgot the ground, and hearts kept misbehaving. Somewhere we're still gold, before we bent, before we broke, before our silence finally spoke and left the ending untold. I don't need to find you now, but I still see you somehow, in puddles, mirrors, empty chairs, in every place we said we'd share. Somewhere it's still raining, and you're smiling like before, like we never closed that door, like the world stopped explaining. Somewhere we still remain, unwritten but not in vain. And though we've gone our ways, the rain still knows our names. And maybe that's enough to say we once were flames. I saw a couple dancing slow on a street where we once used to go. And for a breath I felt the sting, but then I smiled at everything. I thought of you in that old coat, the one you wore when nights felt close. And all at once I understood. You hurt me, yes, but we were good. Not perfect, not forever bound, but love and how it sticks around. Even when the roads diverge, it lingers in the little words. That was a love, maybe messy, maybe flawed, not the kind that writing got, but still enough. That was love, and I won't rewrite the scene or pretend it wasn't clean. Even the heartbreak was soft. Yeah, what we had, that was love. Kissed me once in pouring light, right before our final fight. I thought that'd be the end of me. But now it's just a memory, not bitter, just a quiet shade, like old film that doesn't fade. And every frame that hurt back then feels warm now in the end. We said too much, we said too fast. We burned too bright to ever last. But if it left a gentle mark, then maybe it was worth the spark. That was love, not the kind that lasts for years, but the one that dries your tears and still shows up. That was love, and though I sleep alone tonight, sunlight on the window pane, coffee brewing, quiet brain. No old names inside my chest, just this stillness, just this breath. The bed's not cold, it's just my own. The silence hums a softer tone. No voice to text, no plans to make, just me and choices I can take. I didn't cry, I didn't smile, just stood there breathing for a while. And for once the mirror showed a face that's learning how to grow. This is the morning after the ending. No calls to make, no hearts I'm mending. No more what if, no replayed scene, no silent screams, no in-betweens. This is the morning I didn't break, didn't beg, didn't fake. And I don't know where I'm heading, but this is the morning after the ending. I washed the sheets, I cleaned the floor, deleted numbers I don't need anymore. Tied my shoes with no delay, walked out, didn't look her way. The rain had stopped but left its mark, like stories carved into the bark. But even scars can catch the light, and maybe that's what healing's like. There's no victory song to sing, no grand goodbye, no silver ring, just the kind of peace you earn when you stop waiting on return. This is the morning after the ending, where grief is no longer pretending, where the breath I thought I'd lost, the bridge I finally crossed. Not perfect, but I'm not bending. I'm here in the morning after the ending. Maybe it wasn't meant to stay, but I was meant to walk away. This is the morning where I don't need to write, don't chase the past, don't dim the light, where I just stand alive and true, not over you, just through. And if love finds me down the line, it'll meet a heart rebuilt with time. But today I'm just transcending in this quiet after the end. The story is done, but I'm still here. I walk slower these days, past the bookstore, past the bay. Every bench still holds your name, etched in silence, untouched by rain. I don't chase the past no more, but some ghosts still tap the door. I pretend I found my peace, but your voice breaks through the breeze. They say time dries everything, but they don't know what the rain can bring. It remembers soft goodbyes like puddles holding sky. The rain still knows every word we never said, every tear we never shed. It falls like our old prose. The rain still knows how your shadow used to lean into mine like in a dream. And though I've let you go, the rain still knows. Some nights I don't feel alone, just misplaced in the undertone, like I've stepped out of our scene, but the music's caught between. I've danced with love once or twice, but no one holds me quite as light. And though I've tried to start again, every road still ends in them. There's no storm I run from now, but soft rain still brings you out. In reflections on the glass, you're the question I can't pass. The rain still knows how we laughed touch undressed the breeze, how we froze then let it flow. The rain still knows where we paused inside a kiss, where we traded time for this. It doesn't fade, it grows. Yeah, the rain still knows. Maybe you've forgotten me, but rain keeps perfect memory. And when it falls, it softly shows where all the lost love goes. The rain still knows. It brings you back in waves, not to hurt, just to replay every line we chose. The rain still knows, and I don't fight it now. I just breathe, I just allow, 'cause in some way it shows that love was real enough to echo. That's enough to know. There's a silence in the morning now, no drip of rain on the old rooftop, no letters left beneath the bed, just sunlight where your shadow slept. I still make 2 cups of tea. Habits a quiet kind of grief, but I drink both and smile a bit. Some ghosts are soft, and that's just it. I used to run when thunder spoke, thought closure meant a lightning bolt. But healing comes in quiet drops, and someday even rain will stop. The rain will stop, and I'll walk without your name, and not as weight, not as flame, just to know time forgot. The rain will stop, and I won't need a song to tell me where I do or don't belong. I'll just breathe, and that's enough. I kept your photos in a drawer. For years I couldn't close that door, but I framed one just to see, not who you were, but what you meant to me. I don't flinch at your old tune, I let it play, I leave the room. 'Cause some songs live and some just fade, but love, it learns to bend, not break. We were never meant to last, but I'm still grateful for the past. You were a storm I had to meet, to know what calm could really mean. The rain will stop, and with it goes the ache I used to wake each morning just to drop. The rain will stop, and I won't check the sky still feel like now and soft. The rain will stop and I'll still hear your name, but it won't carry pain, just quiet, just enough.
You didn't come with fireworks, no rush of blood, no spoken curse, just quiet eyes and steady breath, like love that's walked through life and death. You never asked me where I'd been, you just leaned in and let me in, and in your stillness I could see you weren't here to rescue me. You never promised stars or flight, you just stayed through every night. And slowly I began to say, I'm not afraid today. This time I'll stay, not from fear, not to not to chase what slipped away, but to hold you in the light. This time I'll stay, not because I need escape, but because your soul feels safe. And I won't run when skies turn gray. No, this time I'll stay. I've loved before, I've burned and bled, I've written songs I never said, but with you here I'm not undone, I'm not hiding, I'm just one who knows what falling costs, what it means to love, then lose, then cross 1,000 nights to meet your gaze, and still choose peace instead of praise. You don't try to fix my scars, you just trace them like they're stars, and in your hands I find no cage, just pages I can turn with age. This time I'll stay, not because the past is clean, but not like thunder, not like fire, but like breath that won't expire. Not clinging, but choosing every day. This time I'll stay with you. There's no need to run away. I've sung my past in quiet tones, turned heartbreak into stepping stones. I've met my ghosts, I've let them speak. I've cried on mountains week by week. I've whispered love and screamed goodbye, let go of needing reasons why. And now I stand not clean or new, but finally honest through and through. And though I don't know where I'll end, I've got this truth inside my hand, that being lost was not the end, it was the place I learned to bend. Tomorrow I begin, not from ashes, not from sin, not because the pain is gone, but because I'm ready to move on. Tomorrow I won't run, won't erase what I've become. I'll rise without the need to win, just breathe and begin. I've held my guilt like old receipts, proof I paid, but no repeats. I've tried to love with heavy hands, then learned to hold not just a man. I don't need every wound to fade to know the strength that they've displayed. And when I face what's still unknown, at least I'll face it as my own. I used to fear the empty page, now I see it as a stage, and every word I choose to write is proof I made it through the night. Tomorrow I begin with my silence, with my
begin. This isn't the end of something, it's the start of someone, me. Not for you, not to win, but because this heart still beats and every scar has earned its seed. Tomorrow I'll be true to the I'll begin again, as many times as it takes. I've walked out on myself before, closed the lights and locked the door, told the mirror I'm too much, then begged the silence for a crutch. I've broken down in quiet rooms, pretended I could heal too soon, gave all my love to ghosts and doubt, left my own name fading out. But somewhere in the noise and fight, you stayed with me through every night. Not someone else, not some escape, it was me who chose to wait. You stayed when I almost walked away, when I threw the truth away. You stayed when I hated what I saw, when I thought it's all my fault. You stayed when the world just looked right through. You held on and I never knew. But looking back at all I faced, I see now you stayed. Shame like second skin, tried to lose just not to win, measured worth in someone's eyes and let rejection be my guide. But you were there just out of view, in every breath I thought I blew, in every journal, every scar, you whispered stay, that's who you are. And now when peace begins to hum, I know I'm not the broken one. I was always more than pain, it just took time to see. see my name. You stayed through the heartbreak and the haze, through the self-inflicted maze. You stayed when I tried to disappear, when I drowned myself in fear. You stayed, not with grand heroic sound, but in small ways all around. And maybe that's the price I paid to learn this love. You stayed.
I was waiting for someone to save me, but it was me.
I stayed, you stayed, and now I take your hand, the one that learned to understand. You stayed, and I finally say it too, not just to others, but to you. I stayed, and for the first time I believe I deserve the air I breathe. So here I stand, come what may, not broken, not afraid. I stay. And that's enough to start again.